Morning, everyone. Thank you for joining this Obon Hatsubon service today. So before I start delivering my Dharma message, I'd like to mention two things. In Japan time on Friday, July 8th, Japanese former Prime Minister Shinzo Abe was shot and died. I think you heard this news. So at this moment, I'd like to have a moment of silence. Please join me in gassho. Put your hands together. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namanda. Thank you. Also, on the same day, but here in the US time, on Friday, July 8th, early in the morning, our friend's sister temple, Idaho Oregon Buddhist Temple, was on fire because of electric short. So the basement, I think the temple has 2 or 3 stories. Then the basement was completely destroyed. So, well, I don't know if I should say fortunate or unfortunate, but the upper level, the Hondo area was okay, but still they had a smoke damage. So I know they have to have the huge renovation. I think they have to rebuild the basement, I think. So I promised the Idaho Oregon Buddhist Temple, the Zero Betzing, and I support as much as possible. So if you can support them, you can go their website to make some donations. Thank you. To begin my Dharma message, I'd like to read a passage from the Raja Sutra. So please join me in gassho. Put your hands together. Bodhisattva entered a town to beg and receive alms of savor food, thus indicating to others that he was a field of virtue so as to unable to accumulate merit. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. Again, thank you for coming to this Obon Hatsubon service this morning. So this year is the first in-person Obon Hatsubon service after pandemic starts. So that's why we are recognizing Hatsubon families for last 3 years, 2020, 2021, and 2022. So I read all the names. So first of all, I'd like to express my deepest sympathy to the family who lost their loved one who passed away. So this Obon, if you have those printed program, on the back side of the program, there is some brief explanation of the Obon, what Obon is, what Obon tradition is. You can read this later, but Obon is an abbreviation of Urabon, Urabon. Obon, we say Obon, 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 but this is abbreviation of Urabon. The former title is Urabon. So in Japan, we call this service Urabon-e, Urabon-e. So this Urabon came from India, or that area. So there are 3 theories about the origin of the Urabon. The first is Ulambana. Ulambana or Avarambara. I don't know if I'm pronouncing correctly. This is Sanskrit. Sanskrit word came from Sanskrit. Ulambana, which means hanging upside down, hanging upside down. So this is one theory of origin of Obon. Number one here. The second one is urban. This is the ancient Iranian language, a Western language, which means spirit. This is number two. The last one is Urabon's Ura came from Odana or Oraha. This is also the Sanskrit word, so which means rice and food. So bon means tray. So Urabon originally means a tray to serve food and rice to the monks. So these are the three theories of origin of Obon. What do you think? Which one do you like? Which one your favorite theories? So the first one, hanging upside down, the first view has become standard explanation for a long time. So when I was still in Japan, when I was learning Buddhism, or when I was a child, then my father was delivering the Dharma message about Obon. You know, everybody was using the theory, the first theories. So Obon came from Ulambana. Ulambana means hanging upside down. In Japanese, sakasazuri. The research on the origin of Urabon has been making progress, and now there are three theories. I feel when I first read this article talking about these three theories, I felt all these three theories could be right. Yeah, well, please think about it. What do you think? So to learn about the origin and the meaning of Urabon, we need to learn from the Ulambana Sutra. So Sutra tells us when Shakyamuni Buddha lived in India about 2,500 years ago. One of the Shakyamuni Buddha's disciple, whose name is Moggallana. In Japanese, we call Mokuren, Moggallana. Moggallana was a chief master of supranormal power. One day, he used his supranormal power to visualize the whereabouts of his mother who died. Searching all the realm from the highest of the heaven to the heavens to the lowest of the hell. He was surprised and horrified to find his mother suffering the torments of realm of a hungry ghost. According to Buddhist understanding or Indian philosophy, there are 6 realms: hell, the hungry ghost, animals or beasts, the humans, what's next? Warriors, and heaven. These are the 6 realms. So people are reincarnate in these 6 realms over and over again. That is a Indian philosophy. Then Moggallana was found, his mother, in the realm of a hungry ghost. A being who is jealous and greedy is sent there. In the realm of a hungry ghost, no one can eat and drink anything because food and drink turn into fire before they eat. Hungry ghosts are always skinny and their stomach were swollen. Moggallana also tried to give some food to his mother, but again, the food turned into fire and became carbonized. Finding himself helpless in aiding his mother, he ran to Shakyamuni Buddha and seeking advice, seeking help. the Buddha told him, "Your mother was a greedy and envious person. You cannot save her by yourself. You need the combined help of all the monks to help your mother. Many monks are in summer retreat now. Bring them offering to food and bedding." So in Indian tradition, July is a time for summer retreat. So July 15th is the last day of the summer retreat. As the Buddha said, he offered food and bedding, and his mother was freed from the realm of a hungry ghost, and she was relieved of her suffering. He was so happy. He was overjoyed, and clapping his hands, a dance of joy. That is the origin of Bon Odori, Obon dancing. So I have listened this story every year because I was born, raised at temple family. At the temple, I was listening this story over and over again. I always feel relieved that Moggalana's mother was saved. At the same time, I also have some questions about this story. Why didn't Shakyamuni Buddha directly save his mother? Why Shakyamuni Buddha give such a kind of roundabout way of saving Moggalana's mother by making offering to the other monks? Were there any direct ways to save his mother? To think about these questions, I reread and understand the story from a different perspective, different view. It is called Dharma, in Japanese, fuse, Dharma. Dharma to make offerings to the monks. Dharma is one of the six parameters, which is a bodhisattva's practice to attain enlightenment. Dharma is a precious and important Buddhist deed, Buddhist practice. Dharma is a practice, dharma is a deed to make offering to others, helping others. But we have to know that the person who practices dharma, the practicer receives the benefit and the virtue from this practice dharma. He also, then the person also cultivates the wisdom and compassion. In this story of Obon, Ulambana, Moggalana is the one who practiced dharma, right? He practiced dharma. He performed dharma to save his mother, and he is the one who received the virtue from dharma. When I deeply thinking about this story, I realized that his mother, who was suffering in the realm of a hungry ghost, his mother showed her suffering the torments of the realm of a hungry ghost because she wanted his son to practice dharma. It was her love and compassionate act for Moggalana to receive virtue from dharma. Shakyamuni Buddha understood his mother's, her thought, intention, and gave him advice to make offering to the monks. She must be a bodhisattva who lead Moggalana to walk the Buddhist path even after she passed away. When I understand this story in this way, this story is not only talking about Moggalana's mother being saved, but also talks about Moggalana's mother giving him an opportunity to practice dharma and accumulate virtues to attain enlightenment. We can also learn the importance and the preciousness of dharma from this story. In general, most of the people we understand Obon is a time when our ancestors come back to this world. There are a variety of Obon traditions and customs. During the Obon, people offer fruit. Today we are offering watermelon, eggplant, and some of the vegetables, and so many noodles. There is some special offering we are doing today. We offer these fruits to our, in general, people offer these to their ancestors' gravesite and their home altar Obutsudan as well. People also visit temples to attend Obon Hatsubon service. So many people understand that these traditions and customs are the opportunity to make offering to their ancestors' spirit. But our understanding of Obon was totally maybe upside down. Our ancestors are giving us the opportunity to practice Dharma or Dharma and observe Buddhist practice. They are leading us to walk the Buddhist path. It is how I appreciate the story of Obon and Urabon. So today is a Obon Hatsubon service. You are here today to, of course, we remember our loved one who passed away before us. Then also, our loved ones are giving us opportunity to practice Dharma. They're also giving us opportunity to listen to the Buddha Dharma. So after this service, we have also visit the 2 cemeteries. Then I also have the service at the No-Kotsu-do right after this service. During the Obon service, please remember and reflect upon your life and your loved one's life. Then please think about what is the meaning of Obon and Urabon. Thank you for attending this service today. To conclude my Dharma message, I read the episode called On White Ashes. Today, I read it in Japanese. The English translation is on the page 146 on the purple service book. Yeah, please listen deeply the words of Rennyo Shonin on white ashes.それ人間の不詳なる相をつらつら感ずるにおおよそ儚きものはこの世の始中中幻のごとくなるいちごなりさればいまだマザイの隣人の受けたりということを聞かず一生過ぎやすし今に至って誰か100年の業態を保つべきや我や先人や先今日とも知らず明日とも知らず遅れ先立つ人は元の雫末の梅雨よりも茂しと言えりされば明日には高岩があって夕べには白骨となれる皆りすでに無常の風来たり濡ればすなわち二つの眼たちまちに閉じ一つの息長く耐えぬれば高岩虚しく返じて通りの装いを失いぬる時は六神眷属集まって嘆き悲しめどもさらにその会あるべからずさてしもあるべきことならねばとて野外に送って弱の煙となし果てぬればただ八個溝のこれり 哀れというもなかなか愚かなり。されば人間の儚きことは老少不浄の境なれば、誰の人も早く五章の一大事を心にかけて、阿弥陀仏と深く頼み参らせて念仏申すべきものなり。アナカシコ、アナカシコ、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナマンダ、ナマンダ、ナマン。